This is Charlie Mike, the podcast. Veterans helping veterans, talking about things happening in the veteran community, things we've experienced and overcome, such as addictions, PTSD, depression, legal trouble. And we also promote veteran-owned businesses. If you're talking about it, we're talking about it. This is Charlie Mike, the podcast.
Charlie Mike the podcast is brought to you by Charlie Mike Military Apparel. Make sure you check them out at charliemikemilitaryapparel.com and use promo code Charlie Mike for free shipping.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Charlie Mike the podcast. My name is Raul. I'm your host, and I'd like to welcome you guys back. Today, I have a special guest. His name is Eliezer Perez. He's a good dude, and I'm gonna introduce you. This is Eli. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going, man? That was a legit intro, man.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, you got to make it real, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, tell me a little bit about yourself, brother.
Man, so yeah, man. My name is Eli. I guess I kind of met you through the Veterans Corps program. I work a little bit with through mentoring and training mentors and finding mentors for the program. But yeah, man, I'll get right into it. Yeah, man, I was in the Army for about 8 years. I joined the Army and right out of actually I didn't even finish high school. I got my GED, and when I was 16 years old, my parents signed the paperwork and they were just ready for me to go. I was in Puerto Rico, so I was born in Puerto Rico, raised in Florida. But then I was getting in trouble, so my mom kicked me out. She sent me to Puerto Rico to live with my dad. And, man, they have no direction in life, man. And I had an uncle. He did like some years in the Army. He was in Germany for about 10 years. And he called me and he said, hey, man, it's not looking too good for you, man. So your only option really is to go in the military. So
straight up, huh?
Yeah, that's how I ended up signing up, man. And so I'm in the recruiter office, and the recruiter told me, "Hey, man, since you got a GED, you have to go infantry."
He got you.
Yeah, so like I had got a good enough score on my ASVAB or whatever, so to do other jobs. But man, looking back now, I'm glad I did, because I think I wanted to do like combat engineer or something.
That's what's up, man.
Which is not bad. So but after thinking, the recruiter was like, man, if you're gonna go combat engineer, you might as well go infantry, So anyway, but he didn't give me no choice. But so I went infantry, man, and this was in 2000, so it was a long time ago, man. I'm 38 now. I had just turned 17 years old. So
dang, 17.
Yeah. So I was 17. Ship off to Fort Benning, home in the infantry.
Yeah.
Did my my basic training there. After that, I went to Korea. My first duty station was up Camp Greaves up on the DMZ. So yeah, what happened, man? Of course, 9/11 happened. I was in Korea when 9/11 happened, and it kind of changed everything, man. And all the training we've been doing kind of took a whole new meaning after that. So I knew eventually I'd deploy somewhere, Did my year in Korea. I got stationed in Fort Lewis, Benning, with the Stryker Brigade. I don't know if you're familiar with the Strykers, kind of like big tanks on wheels. So I was kind of, Fort Lewis is they do like a lot of the experimental stuff, and so like I said, I was in the Stryker unit, 321 Gimlets infantry out 25th Infantry. And man, so infantry guy. So just like any other, a lot of guys in the Army, man, a lot of drinking. I actually started drugging early. I was drugging in the Army, man. I just always got away with it, man.
What was your poison, bro?
Oh man, whatever you had, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
Whatever we can.
Wait.
Man. So it's kind of crazy story. Like, man, we were doing like, of course, I found the crew. The
Yeah.
outcasts. And
Yeah.
man, I always tell people like, not everybody comes to the army because they on a high streak. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it's
we
true.
kind of us outcasts, we kind of find each other, and infantry is a good breeding ground for that. And,
Yeah, you're lying.
yeah, so man, we were taking Robitussin in Iraq, and I mean, you want me to like get into the drug use?
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of like the Coricidin cough and cold medicine.
Yeah, robo tripping.
Yeah, bro, we would take like we made it so like we set all kinds of rules in effect to where like they shut all kinds of stuff down. They stopped selling some kind of medication in the army, but that was just the over the counter stuff. Of course, like I was doing,
Yeah.
other drugs. I don't really like to get into specifics of drug
Nah,
use.
yeah,
I don't want to trigger nobody,
I
But
understand.
throughout, I get it. My story is a story of addiction and recovery, and I've done it all, man. I've done. If there's a drug out there, I've done it, or I've went through a phase where that's what I did. You know what I mean?
Hey,
And
let me ask you a couple questions first.
yeah,
I want to, man. Okay, so you were in basic when 9/11 happened.
I was in Korea.
Oh, you were in Korea.
Yeah.
And so how did you find out? I mean, I like asking people the question.
Yeah, for sure. The guy, man, that's always interests me too, man, because it's interesting to find out the different ways people find out. Uh, so we were in the field actually. We were doing this training with the Air Force. It was like Army Air Force joint training, and we were in the field, and they kind of just, I think we were eating at the time, and they just kind of stopped everything and said, hey, whoever has family in New York or Washington D.C., wherever the planes had landed, come talk to whoever. They just said, man, it was good. The memory's kind of blurry, but I remember they kind of stopped everybody and asked people if they had families in these places, and they would give them some information. At the time, I really didn't know. It didn't click for a while, man. But they kind of gave us an idea of, hey, man, some planes that crashed in U.S. soil. I
Yeah.
don't think they said anything like we're under attack or.
Oh, they just told you it crashed.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah. But I guess maybe they did. I didn't really get the gist of it at the time, man.
Yeah.
Later, as the time went on, I think they stopped the training and we went back to the barracks and people started talking. This is before. I mean, we had phones, but not like smartphones, and everybody had a smartphone. And,
Yeah. Well, this was in 2001, right?
Yeah, like
Okay, the little Nokia.
yeah, man. Well, and then like so in Korea, you had to get like the flip phone with the different SIM cards and all that.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, man. So after that day, we would just go on guard 24/7. We'd be on guarding the gates because we were right there by North Korea, like literally right on DMZ. So we'd be guarding the gates 24/7. We'd have patrols 24/7, and it was just never the same after that. They stopped all like passes. I don't know if you know, like in Korea they have like used to be able to get overnight passes to go into town and kind of do the drinking and all that stuff and partying. They kind of stopped those, and yeah, man. So that's kind of what happened, and life was just never the same after that, But I'll tell you what, man, like it was crazy. I never saw the video of the planes actually hitting till like a couple years later.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like I never really saw it until like I was watching TV and then like yeah, man. So it's like I never actually saw it till a couple years later.
I don't know how you went that long without seeing it. Because
for sure. Well, like we didn't have like cable. We didn't really have like cable TV.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have like, there wasn't like the smartphones. You can just get on Facebook or I didn't have Facebook or Instagram, nothing back then.
It wasn't all over like AFN or what?
I don't. Maybe I did see it, but I don't remember seeing it, bro.
Yeah.
Like to actually like where it really like clicked in my head, like wow.
Yeah, what was going on?
Yeah. I never really saw like the whole video of the planes hitting and all that.
Yeah. Man, so man, finish where you were at, man. I just wanted to
Yeah,
ask.
no, man. So as far as like being in the army, everybody drinks and but thing about me is so I'd always get in trouble for drinking. So man, I've had every kind of what do they call it, Article 15, summarize, field grade, company grade.
Oh, you
And
loving that 45 and
and yeah, bro, 45 or 30 or 14 or 7, I had them all, bro. And I'll tell you what, bro, I never lost rank.
no shit.
Yeah, because like it would all would happen after work or after
Yeah,
duty. So like my squad leaders would go to bat for me and say, "Hey man, like I was, I was a, as many addicts, what I'm saying, we excel in what we do, So I was a good soldier, man. Like I got my EIB when I was like 18 years old.
yeah,
Like like it was like 2 or 3 of us at the whole battalion. I was an E1, and so I was excelling, and but when work was over, I'd be the first one drinking and party, man, and I get off kinds of trouble and fights, and I get other people in trouble, man, and I get arrested by the MPs and
yeah. It was like that.
crazy, man. Yeah, man, just had no direction, man. Like I wish, like I always look back and think like, well, first, I mean, I'm lucky, man, because like I didn't, all the crazy stuff that I did or I've done. I got away with a lot of stuff, bro. I got away with a lot. And I don't know. I always reflect on looking back, man. It's like, man, was somebody trying to mentor me? It was like if I would have had somebody kind of pull me up and kind of show me how to, would I have even listened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
always think about that, man. But man, it takes what it takes, and I didn't get clean till I was like 32 years old.
32.
Yeah. So after let me see. Yeah. Well, yeah, something like that. After the military, so yeah, man. So I got back from Iraq. I had did so I did like 5 years active, and I had, what do they call it when you stop loss? I was stop loss while I was in Iraq.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then so like to talk about Iraq, a lot of people's experience. You know what I'm saying? It was 2004 in Mosul. Um, a lot of the crazy stuff, a lot of
right.
firefights, IEDs, people died, I don't, you know, a lot of people know the struggle, man. Everybody's experience is different. Mine was worse than others, and not, definitely not as bad as others that I've heard. So, but I made it back alive, man. We're all, on
That's
my
what
toes,
matters, bro. That's what
on my
matters.
toes and fingers. So I'm grateful for that. Um, yeah. So I got stop loss. I signed up for the National Guard in Florida. I moved to Florida and attempted to be in the National Guard. It didn't last too long. I stopped. I went AWOL after a couple of
Like
years.
for real?
Yeah, bro, because I wasn't trying to hear it, man. Like I just
Yeah.
got back from Iraq. I'm drinking and drugging all the time. I can't make it to drill on time
Would they
or
they stop
sober.
lost you to the National Guard?
No, no, okay. So my current contract, so I did that I had re-enlisted for was up while I was in Iraq.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
So
Got
I'm
you.
stop loss. So
Yeah.
when I got back, you have like, they do
Oh,
it by
man.
months. When I
Yeah.
got back, I decided, they offered money. So like, hey, we'll give you like $3,000 or something if you finish up your 8 years. Like they'll give you, you finish up. They say you always have 8 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you finish up your time in the National Guard, give you some money. So I was like, whatever, sign me up. They didn't have a lot of thought process back then of anything. So I went for a couple months, man. Maybe I went for like a year, and then I just said, man, fuck this shit. Because I was like, excuse my language.
Nah, you good, bro.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I had a chip on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I just got back from Iraq. Infantry guy, and these team leaders and squad leaders in the guard that
No deployment time.
and
Yeah.
that's looking it back now, that's not really the way I did. But I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fuck that shit. You ain't gonna tell me what to do.
I was the same way, bro.
And I'm still trying to party. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and I couldn't pass drug tests, so I was always in fear. Just like the army, I was always in fear of drug tests. Like, and I would, man, tell you about drug tests in the army. I've put everything, including Gatorade, water, bleach, in army drug tests, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, and just by luck, bro. I didn't get caught by luck, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling anybody that to to my horn or like to encourage somebody. I'm just saying, man, how lucky I was to get away with stuff, man.
Man, when we got back, man, I failed one. Yeah. Yeah, and it was different. I got that 45. They took all the rank. I had
Yeah.
to start over.
And now you say that I'm lying because when I got back,
Yeah.
I did get busted with one because I was partying with this chick in my room, smoking weed in my barracks. We had these brand new barracks, and a squad leader comes, knocks on my door. They had left me alone, bro, because I was already on my way out.
Oh, yeah. I
They
got
left me
you.
alone, and so they're like, the squad leader was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell whatever." I don't know who it was, and then I took off. I packed my stuff and I took off. But when I came back, they were waiting for me with piss test, and I tried to drink the stuff to get rid of it, but they said I still failed. But like I
The
said, I was.
smoke shop shit?
Yeah. Oh man, I run the gambit through those stuff, bro. I knew which ones worked, which ones didn't.
Yeah.
How to take, the time. I had those all figured out. But they were like, just go. You know what I'm saying? They were just
Get
they
out of
had,
here.
and then a lot of people were getting in trouble, man. A lot of people were getting DUIs, and
Yeah.
we were running. I don't know about your unit, bro. When we got back, we were running a month, bro. They couldn't keep us in
But
yeah.
I was with the 3rd Infantry, bro.
Yeah,
We
we were running them up, man, and
same.
a lot of people a lot of my boys got uh, Article 15. I think a couple of them got dishonorable, maybe other than honorable for the same stuff that I got away with. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them, and that sucks. A lot of people that happens to a lot of people. Lose benefits and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, man. So I'm getting the guard. I'm not showing up. At this time, man, my life is just real manageable, man. I can't keep a job. I just don't have any life skills, brother, man. Like I didn't have no life skills. Like I said, I went in a young age, got out, and I was just, man, I couldn't get right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't keep a job. My mom kicked me out the house again. She said, you gotta go, man,
You just had a lot of trouble adjusting back to civilian.
Yeah, man. It's just everyday stuff. I never did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went in so young, I never did stuff like manage a checkbook, pay my rent on time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
Not clock out and go take a nap in the parking lot at work. You know, so I just did what I want, man.
Yeah.
So this is in Florida, man. I'm in Texas now. About 10 years ago, and the time was, I don't have the best memory with time. I think that's one of those PTSD things, but
Yeah.
like 11 years ago, I'm in Florida, and I had a buddy that I went to high school with was living out here in the Houston area working the plants. And he was like, hey, man, if you want to, I'll get you a good job, just come on out here. And so I did that, man, and I stopped using enough to get the job, but I kept drinking. And, it was only a matter of time before I started using again, and they came up with a hair follicle, and I just had to deny it. I couldn't take it. They're like, hey, if you want to keep this job, you got to take a hair follicle. And I just.
So were they were getting everybody, or were they getting you out of suspicion?
No, they so I was working for like a contractor where we go into different plants,
Yeah.
So like every plant's different, and I think we were going to BP, and they wanted hair follicle, and I couldn't take it, and so I had to, instead of taking and failing it, I just decided to just leave, and just go get another job, and then so I try to I had odd jobs. Then I try to use my GI Bill for a little bit. And I tell people, when people ask me, like, as a veteran, like, well, you don't have money for school? I thought you had a job. I was like, man, I smoked that up.
Yeah.
I smoked my GI Bill up. You know what I'm saying? Because I would use it as a paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I did the same thing.
I would just, yeah. Bro, when I take my transcripts because I'm actually going to try to go back to school one last time. I said one last time, but like for real this time. But when I take my transcripts to college, bro, I have like I've been to San Jack, College of Mainland, Lee College, Gallatin College, bro. I have and I have no degree, bro. Not even an associate's.
Yeah, man, I was doing the same thing, bro. San Jack, and then I went to Full Sail University, which is not even an accredited school, but they took the GI Bill. So
Yeah, just so you get a check. And man,
yeah.
I was, and then so I mean, I would pass my classes. You know what I mean? I mean,
Oh, I would.
I was never like, I've always been okay at school.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, man. So GI Bill smoked that up. I tell people, and I was going to Lee College for process technology. Had like one semester left, bro, and just in true just immature form. I just dropped out. I said, no, now I'm done with this. And
Damn, one semester left.
yeah. So, like all my life, man, until all my life. Now that I've been in recovery for some years, and I look at the patterns of my life, that's always been the pattern. You know what I mean? You don't never complete nothing. It gets tough. The going gets tough, and you just leave.
Yeah.
Today, I have some tools where I don't have to be like that. When things get hard, I can have the courage to go through with it. But that's it's taken a lot of work, man. A lot of work, man. A lot of self reflection. Yeah.
I even went to this one. It was like an air conditioned school or some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I had signed up because I wanted to make sure my brother-in-law who was gonna go to the course. I wanted to make sure he was gonna go, so I signed up just to tag along with him.
Yeah.
And as I'm going through the course, man, I'm just like, whatever. And I started my company while I was in that class, and then like graduation, they just passed me, whatever, because they knew I wasn't gonna use the shit afterwards. You know what I mean? It was air conditioning. Yeah, I was like, man, this is Texas, man. I ain't trying to be no AC man. Hot. I want to be inside.
Yeah.
So man, he tells me like graduation day, bro. He's like, man, a lot of people have come into to this class and done different things afterwards, but he goes, you're the first person to ever come in this class and start his own business.
Why you in it?
Yeah. Why are you supposed to be taking notes and does his own thing?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and it was off. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Shit, man. 18.
2018.
Yeah. I didn't get about 18. Not 18, 17, something like that.
Yeah. What happened with that?
What the what?
The business.
Charlie Mike Military Apparel, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's a spinoff is Charlie Mike the Podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's it, brother. I just
Now I thought you talk. I thought you say you. I thought you said you started an AC business.
Nah.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about AC.
I was in AC class and I started my business.
Gotcha. I was like, man, that boy got AC business.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, I thought it was AC business. I got
man, I like participated in the first few days of the class, dude, but it was summertime.
Yeah.
And in H-Town, bro.
Yeah. Man, I'll work outside, man, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I don't have to, bro. I'll tell you one of the worst jobs I had in Texas, bro. I was a tank cleaner. After I lost that job with the good job I had. So the job I had was like environmental work. We used to degas the tanks. And then the tank cleaners would come in and clean the tanks. But so after I left the company, I left to a tank cleaner company crew. And bro, we'd go inside these tanks, bro, in the middle of summer, full Tyvek, bro. Sometimes it depends on the chemicals in there. You have to go with a respirator, hooked up to oxygen, and clean whatever's in there, whatever material's in there, bro. And sometimes the roof would be like, it's supposed to be 6 feet, but it sometimes like 4 feet, bro. It was miserable, man. In the middle of summer, dog, it was miserable.
I saw a video or YouTube of somebody doing that, and they were inside, and they had like a panic attack or something like that.
Bro, it's hardcore, bro. It's hardcore.
I couldn't do it, man. That's craziness.
Yeah, I've had some crazy jobs. Like my first job out of when I got off active duty, man, I went poured concrete with my buddy, man, and I thought I was in shape and tough, man. It was in Florida, man. My first day, I was pissing fucking. You know, when you're so dehydrated, it hurts to pee. That's how I was doing, bro. And I was like,
he was looking at that army chart. Man,
yeah,
fuck, man.
yeah. You ever had heat stroke or anything like that?
Nah, I never have, man.
Yeah,
I give that credit to being here and born and raised in Texas, man.
yeah, yeah,
So kind of just, but like after I left, and then I came back to Texas. Man, I could feel it, man. Every time I get off the airplane, like it just punch you right in the face with the humidity.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, it was hot in Georgia too, and then after that, I went to Colorado,
Mm.
and then Colorado, I went to Bliss, and then Hood, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one time in Korea. I don't know if I had it. I just self-diagnosed myself.
You WebMD?
Yeah. So Korea's hot, bro. It's hot, real hot in the summer and cold in the winter.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. Like, this is what I remember. I don't know how true it was, but they told us the wind chill was -50.
Well, I heard it was real cold. I didn't know.
They said the wind chill was -50. I don't know if that was just
shit.
someone said that, but that's what they say in the winter. But anyways, this is summer, and we're digging foxhole, bro, and yeah, bro. I remember finally we stopped and we went inside. Actually, bro, you know what's cool? I was in the same unit. I was in the Band of Brothers unit.
Oh, for real?
First of the 506.
Yeah.
Yeah, air. So, but they moved, like, it was in Korea at the time. So first, I was in that first of 506. So it was at the time that Band of Brothers came out on HBO, and they took us to like this hall on base, and we actually got to saw it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Man, so pick up where you were left.
Yeah, so let me just kind of defend to I want to get into like how bad my addiction got. So like I said, I'm in Texas. Man, I got into hustling, whether I was good at it or not, but that's what I did for money.
Yeah.
Bill ran out. Even when I was getting it, I've always, kind of dabbled in it, man. It was even in the army, like I was doing crazy stuff like that. But I did it to support my habit, you know what I mean? So in about 2015, I would say things started changing, man. The life was just different, bro. I couldn't get right. I couldn't hustle enough. I couldn't I started I found myself sleeping in my car. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, man. It got real bad. I was using even when I didn't want to use, man. My life revolved around using, getting high, dude. That's my life revolved around, bro. So, I went to Camp Hope. I went to Camp Hope. I was like, Camp Hope was only like a year or two old.
Oh, it was brand new.
Yeah. So I was like one of the first crews there. I just like also in Camp Hope, we made it to where they had to put in certain rules after I left.
Were you that guy?
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, shout out to Camp Hope, man. Camp Hope's awesome. They do a lot of good. Ron over there, he's one of the directors.
Are you gonna be out there next weekend?
What's going on next weekend?
They're having the Camp Hope, like the annual cook-off they do.
Man, I might. So I'm trying to get back involved with them. So they have
I think it's gonna be in Waller though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not there.
So they have a 12-step meeting on Sundays, and I was trying to go to that all the time, but when they had that second COVID wave, they kind of shut it back down. So
have they got it back going?
I don't know. Last I heard, they weren't letting people back in, but it could change. It could have changed.
Yeah.
So I'd like to stay involved in that.
When you go, let me know, bro.
For sure, man. We'll go out there for sure.
Yeah.
It's a little drive, but I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is a little drive. Where are you at right now?
I'm in Lamarck.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, shit.
Yeah, but we can link up, head out there.
Yeah. We can do that.
So I went to Camp Hope, man. I was last about a month. I thought I knew best, and I found an excuse to leave. They wouldn't let me go home for Christmas or something like that. And but they planted the seed for recovery. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, that's maybe the longest I went without using. Maybe a couple weeks. So I left, man. Got right back into the crazy lifestyle, man. But even worse, man, my life just kept spinning out of control. I went and checked myself into the VA, man. Checked myself into VA. Went up to the 6th floor. So from there, they put me in touch with somebody with the Council on Recovery, who put me in touch with somebody at the Gulf Coast Center, which is where I work now. To go to rehab, I went to a rehab in Lamarck, actually right down the street. Pathways of Recovery. Can I put? It's okay to plug the names or whatever.
Oh, bro, do what you want. Yeah.
So, Pathways of Recovery. Shout out, man, to them. It was like it's not Passages Malibu, bro. It's on the other side of the track in Lamarck, dog. We sleep on air mattresses if they stay filled up on wood bunks with bed bugs, bro. But
It's like that.
Yeah, bro. But man, I wouldn't have another way, man.
Yeah.
Another way, man. The stuff I learned there, this guy, Mr. Lawrence, man, he works there. Changed my life, man. Changed my life. So I stayed there for about I think over 30 days. I think I tried to stay 45, but I couldn't get the funding. So it was like from 30 to 45 days. And when I left, man, I thought I was cured, man. I think I was cured, but I didn't feel like using,
Yeah.
And I remember asking my counselor, like, man, I don't feel like using, like I'm fine. He's like, you better get ready because it's gonna come like a ton of bricks. You know what I'm saying? Kind of telling me like, you're good right now, and sure enough, man, that feeling came back. And I'll get into that a little bit in a second. But like I said, I was kind of homeless. I was staying with some chick, and that was kind of toxic for me. She was kind of still drinking and using. So I got in touch with Camp Hope again. And one of the rules to Camp Hope is now that you have to go to rehab before you go to Camp Hope.
Oh, so you can't just go in there.
Yeah. So, shout out, thank you. Thanks. Everybody can thank me for that or
or not. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went back to Camp Hope, man. And man, my recovery just kind of started taking form. I got into 12-step recovery, which I still do now, but at the time, it was everything, I just kind of started realizing that I'm an addict, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say something probably not too popular. So my thing with veterans, man, that are addicts, man, I tell them, yeah, man, we went through some messed up things, we have PTSD and depression, all stuff like that. But sometimes we gotta look past that. Before that, what are the things that happened to us before the military, those deep rooted issues, you know what I'm saying? So so anyways, man, so I just went back to Camp Hope. I think I stayed for 30 days. Got kicked out. I got into a fight.
The second time?
Yeah, I got into a fight. Yeah, man. I still hadn't got those emotions in check,
Yeah. Okay.
I think I had like 2 or 3 feelings at the time: angry, happy, and depressed and things. So, I was still just real mature in my emotions, and I just let this dude get to me, man. And I'm not a fighter, bro, by any means. Like I'm not but when the anger boils up, it's whatever. It's all bets are off, So yeah, man. So got kicked out, man. I think I went to stay with that chick for a couple of weeks, and man, shout out to the VA. I got hooked up with a housing voucher through HUD-VASH.
Mm-hmm.
So this voucher was eligible for Galveston. I've never been to I've been to Galveston, but I never ran around in Galveston. I never got high in Galveston. So it was kind of good for me. So I ended up in an apartment where was a walking distance from the VA and walking distance from NA meeting, walking distance from AA meeting.
Oh, bad.
Everything I needed, bro, was right there, man. And I do believe in the higher power, and I believe it was all by design, man. When I got clean, I asked God to give me all the tools, man, make the way so I won't slip up no more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so yeah, man. So from there, man, life just started changing. And that's not to say that I never used it again, man, because I'll have 4 years actually next week. 4 years clean.
4 years, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, man. But before that, like I said, the Astros losing. So yeah, man. So what was I saying?
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah. But remember, I went to rehab in 2016. So
Yeah.
that's what 6 years ago. So like, I think I had almost got like a year clean and decided, man, I wanted to do some research, man, and went out for a weekend. They say you never get high successfully again with a little bit of recovery in you, and that was my experience, bro.
You fell back off?
Yeah, man. And it was only for like two separate occasions, and it only for like a week. One time it was like for a week and a half, maybe. The other time was for like a weekend. But that last weekend was almost 4 years ago, bro, and it was so bad that that I definitely I don't want to do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I'm
That's not
I'm coming up on my sobriety date also, bro.
when
My arrest date was Veterans Day.
dude. So I picked 11/11/17 for my clean date because I was so discombobulated I couldn't figure out what day it was.
Yeah.
It was around that time, and I said, man, it was either the 10th or the 11th or the 12th. I said, man, I just picked the 11th. So what happened? You got arrested on Veterans Day?
I got arrested on Veterans Day. Yeah, man. I was out. Actually, you know what the crazy thing is? I'm gonna tell you, man. I took an Uber to go out drinking and chill, and then I took an Uber back, and then
You said that's not enough. I got to keep going.
I couldn't sleep, man. So I took an Ambien, and then I was like, you know what? Once that Ambien kicked in, I was like, yo, I'm going back out.
Yeah.
So
That's how I like to party, bro.
Yeah, that's when it all happened.
When you got pulled over?
Yeah, I got pulled over for indecisive lane changing. I wasn't sure, like I wanted to go left, I wanted to go right, but I was using my turning signal and everything, man.
Yeah.
But once he pulled me over, he said, he started doing all these tests or whatever, and I was like, man, it's cold. I'm drunk. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple of DUIs under my belt, man. Well, two. I had got one in Florida, and that one I was just drunk. And then the second one, I was in Texas, and I was so pills. I was big into pills for a long time, selling them and taking them. Really,
the bars.
Yes, but somas and
Oh yeah,
Percocets and
you were into
a lot of painkillers and
opiate.
But I'd mix Adderall with it too.
Oh, so you were up and down.
Oh man, so that man, I hope I'm not triggering nobody, but so my perfect my DOC, as people say they got their drug of choice, man. Was I guess they call it speedballing. It's like up and down at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So what happened was I've been taking Adderall all day, and then I'll get too high and I'll take some downers, maybe Xanax or something, either probably both. And so then I'll take Adderall back up. So I think I was like cleaning my girlfriend's car at the time. I was cleaning her car, probably all geeked out. and then I took off, dude, and then guess the downers overpowered the uppers.
Yeah.
And I'm getting on 45, like, do you know like Clear Lake Webster area?
Yeah.
So there's a bypass that goes up and then goes north on 45. So I'm on that bypass, and somewhere along the lines I passed out, and luckily I wasn't going full speed down the highway, bro. But I mean, it's still pretty bad, but yeah. So got arrested for that. Luckily it was just DUI. I didn't have any substance on me, or maybe I did and had a prescription for it or something, but
yeah.
And I got a lot of war stories, bro. And I try like part of my recovery, man, I try not to get into like war stories, you know what I mean? Because it could trigger somebody, you know. But you know, it's part of my story, you know. I try not to dwell on that, you know, man.
But the thing is, bro, is you tell your experiences, and your experience is somebody's living it right now. and then
Yeah.
somebody sees it and it's like, oh shit, I can recover. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the whole purpose of this podcast, bro. It
Yeah.
was to when I started it, man, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it because I want to bring awareness to the 22. And
Yeah.
then I was like, I want to support my brothers and sisters who start businesses. And then I started bringing in organizations. And then I started like I was like, I'm gonna go back. And so I went back to the people. And,
Yeah.
and man, it's just amazing to witness, bro. I'll let you read some of the emails I get every now and then, man. It's they're heartfelt, man. Like, yo,
Yeah.
it's real.
Yeah. And then, man, like kind of like when you said something about your story, it kind of sparked something, to me. Like I want to say, like if anybody thinks like, man, I was the guy that when the party was over, I kept it going for 2, 3 more days. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I outlasted anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I never thought. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm not, because I didn't know anything about being an addict or addiction. I just thought that I was morally corrupt. You know what I'm saying? I thought that when it came time to do good or bad, I always pick bad. You know what I'm saying? And so I just thought that's just me. Like I just wasn't a good person. You know what I mean? But I figured like later, in treatment, I found out, man, like, and addiction. Once you find out what it is you have, then you have a choice. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out that I'm an addict and my brain works different than other people. Like, some people, I have friends that they can drink, beer and that's it, or two, or even some people that party, use recreational drugs once in a while. Like I can't, bro.
Yeah,
I really can't because I don't stop. Like and I've studied, I don't like I've got, when you first get out of rehab, you want to save the world and
yeah.
and figure everything out. Like I got into studying a little bit about, the chemistry of addiction and how it changes you, it changes your brain chemistry and your personality and to where you don't think like normal people. But yeah, so anybody out there, that's trying to figure out why you can't just stop, man, it's just because, you built different.
It's definitely what it is, man. There's
Yeah,
people that are built different. Everything that you said, you're describing me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's I understand. Yeah, man. So 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 you're about 4 years right now.
yeah.
What man? What are some of the things that you're involved in right now, man? Tell me.
Yeah, man. So like also miraculously, man, like I said, the Gulf Coast Center was the one who paid for my rehab, and then
You didn't get vet court, huh?
nah, man. So I tried, and since the DUI was a misdemeanor, I don't. Maybe they didn't have misdemeanor vet court back then, or
Yeah.
they didn't want to give it to me. But I always think about that. Would I have succeeded in vet court? And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not.
It definitely you definitely gotta man, it's like any program, bro. You gotta work it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You gotta want to change. You gotta
yeah.
want to be different.
Because at the time, I definitely didn't want to change.
But yeah. Well, see, and then that's the other thing is you gotta when you change, you gotta want to change.
Yeah,
It ain't because you gotta be there. There's a lot of people I see, man, that are there, but because they have to be.
yeah, and
Not,
that's okay too.
yeah.
That's okay too.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Nothing about it.
uh,
Yeah. Just hopefully they person learns the lesson.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
don't do it again. Or
yeah.
man, I'm grateful in a lot of ways when I think about it because that day I was arrested, man, November 11th. It didn't involve a no accident. It didn't involve it was
Mm,
just they got me.
yeah,
Um, but things could have been different, bro.
for sure,
Things could have been different, and
for
then
sure.
I could have hurt somebody. I could have, and that, I think that was another reason that pushed me into to being starting my sobriety, man, because I was like, I could have. It's not the fact that at the time I didn't give a shit about my own life. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But uh, having the fear of affecting somebody else's life is what did it.
yeah. What's your clean date now, or sober date, or
Phew, uh, I'm on like 876 days.
you got
So
the app?
yeah, yeah. So whatever that is.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got an app. 866. My bad. Yeah. So June 22nd.
Of
19, man.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just celebrated 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, man. With the question, some things involved in. So, um, uh, so the program is Military Veteran Peer Network. That's where I work at, and I started volunteering for them um, in Galveston. This lady Heather Melton, man, if she listens to this, shout out to Heather.
I
She's
I met her. She's good.
yeah, she's at Easter Seals now, but she's really involved with veterans, man, and she gave me a chance, man, because I really wasn't an employable person at the time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So she gave me a chance, man, and I was her assistant doing peer support work and so. But in the meantime, man, I met a lot of mentors like Sherman. You know Sherman.
Oh, Mr.
Uh,
Mercer.
yeah, Sam Alex. I think I introduced you to him.
Yeah.
Which something I never had before was mentors, man. You know, like I did, you know, in 12-step recovery, you have some mentors, you know, but it's better to expand, you know. So I got some, you know, different views of mentorship and I just got to, you know, just get involved with the community, man. Like I always tell people, man, like get involved with the community, man. There's so many opportunities open up, bro.
Yeah.
I've met, bro. I've met congressmen and senators and all kinds of stuff. Man, I used to smoke crack, bro, in my closet, dude. And I'm here like, you know, rubbing elbows with important people. You know what I'm saying? I never thought I'd do, and they're just people like
Real,
that.
ain't it?
But it's crazy to see where your life can take you.
Yeah, I know, man.
In a short time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So involved with that. I still go to meetings. We actually just started a 12-step recovery group here in League City, me and my buddies. I won't plug that, but I will tell you about it later because it's they got traditions about, you know, not,
Yeah.
you know, so I try to follow that. It'll probably break
Yeah.
but
What is it? You can't promote yourself.
yeah, traction and promotion, you know.
Yeah.
It's 12, but that's why I just say 12-step recovery. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, okay, so I can tell you, I'm gonna try to go back to school again. I got him accepted into the vocational rehab program.
That's through the VA.
Yeah. So man, they'll pay for they didn't care that I would, you know, use all my GI Bill. They extended my GI Bill. It's not the same, but it's kind of like GI Bill. They extended it, bro. They're gonna pay for all the classes. They give you a laptop. I think they even give you a stipend. Well, they did give you a stipend. I'm just not sure how much it is. It's like $700 a month.
It's something better than nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I bought a house, bro, this year. Well, excuse me, last year.
Bet, man. That's what's up, man. Do you ever think you'd be a homeowner?
Bro, I used to freaking smoke crack, bro.
yeah, that answers.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, man, it's dream come true, bro. You know, I did not that I wasn't not that I think those things couldn't happen, or that I wasn't worthy. I couldn't work for them, but not so fast. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely got to meet my boy, man. My boy Ricky Cruz. He's man. He's the definition of recovery when I think of it, man.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Actually, he's the co-host of the other podcast I do, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's the host of the podcast.
Right. Yeah, I think you told me about it a little bit. It's like, well, I think I saw a video of you guys doing it or something.
Yeah, man. He's not on the 17th, man. You ever watch the Mayans?
I've heard of it, never watched it. I watched the other show,
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I watched that one.
So the Mayans, Rocco Gilly, he's gonna be on the show.
Really? Is it in recovery?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, he's got about the same amount of days as me, actually.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so man, we're excited about that.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, the disease of addiction and alcohol, it don't discriminate, bro.
He's a vet too, man. He just
really.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. It's cool.
Yeah.
So he's on that show?
Yeah, he's on the show. He's actually one of the main guys on the show.
So he lives out here in California?
Man, I think in Man, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
But that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, man. So I'm excited about that, bro. That's man, we got a lot of good things happening, man. I'm excited. So what do you do for Veterans Day normally, man?
Man,
You make your rounds?
man, I used to. So man, I recently started. I think I told you, I've been doing a carnivore diet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how many rounds I can make, but I
Yeah,
might just still go get like that. They give you like I mean, it's still the place I go, but man, I try not to, man, because it's kind of cringe to me. Like,
yeah. Nah, I feel you.
like one or two places is cool, bro, but and 20, 30 places in one day,
I
some
hit
people
I
take it
do hit
overboard.
I hit a Texas Roadhouse, but
Okay, yeah,
Texas Roadhouse, you don't gotta eat that day. They'll give you a gift card and you can come
yeah,
back. You know
yeah.
what I
You
mean?
might have to send me a list of the places.
Oh man, I got a whole list, bro.
Yeah, usually I haven't got one this year. Usually I get one, but so
Yeah,
what's the good one? Texas Roadhouse. What else?
man, that's what I hit. I normally hit Texas
What
Roadhouse.
do they give you? What is it?
Shit, like it was you pretty much choose anything you want,
All right,
man.
then for sure gonna hit Texas
And
Roadhouse.
then
So
I used to hit Killings Barbecue right here in Pearland,
I've
man.
never been there, bro.
Dude, the dude is legit, man.
I heard it's like badass. I heard it's a really good place.
When it comes to first responders and vets, man,
Yeah.
he's got a heart, man. So like when I first got back into town, man, I went to go eat there, and he had a keg of beer he was like, hey, this is for you guys. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying? And the food was free.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Really?
crazy.
On Veterans Day?
Yeah, on Veterans Day, man.
Badass,
Yeah,
badass.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And there's a whole list. I'm about to send it to you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Usually I've got one by now, but yeah, send it to me.
Yeah,
What else, man? So yeah, man. So I mean, there's so much stuff, bro. Like, there's my life's just changed like 180, bro. You know,
it's amazing, huh?
it's so many things, and not saying that they're all good days. You know, I still have bad days. You know, but I don't have to use over it. You know, I don't have to be in self pity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, it's okay to have bad days. You know, one day I give myself one day. One day if I'm feeling bad, but after that, man, you kind of gotta, you know, try to give yourself a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Depression is real, bro. You know, and but you got to give yourself a chance. Exercise, you know, eat good. So today I try to eat better and I try to work out. You know, I go to a CrossFit gym where I found a lot of community there, bro. And a lot of people in recovery in that gym where I go, man. And it's so CrossFit has kind of been a good thing for me too, man. It's
That's
helped me
what's
a lot.
up, man.
Yeah.
Man, I used to be in the gym all the time, dude. I got sick, man. I got sick. I think I had that shit. And ever since then, dude, my lungs have been jacked up, bro.
No shit.
Breathing treatments and I'm doing inhalers now and all kinds of shit.
You didn't do that before?
Nah, hell nah.
Damn.
Not at all, man. They call it was it a long hauler?
Yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, long term effects. I guess my lungs, I don't know if they'll ever like I can't do man, I come up the stairs and I'm like
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about vaccinations now. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, man. Let's not get into that.
Nah. That's what this podcast is. We don't talk about politics.
That's good, bro. That's good.
we don't talk about any of that stuff.
Well, okay. We'll plug we do the veteran groups on Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Tuesday, 10 in the morning.
Thursday.
Tuesday at 10, Tuesday at 6:30, and Thursday at 7. And maybe like you can put on the website, you can put the numbers on there if you have them.
Mr. Mercer said I can't do that.
Don't do it for the 6:31, but do it for the 10 a.m. Tuesday one and the Thursday. It's open to all veterans.
Yeah.
But, you know, but
I think
the Tuesday 6:31. I'm gonna cut you off. The Tuesday 6:31 specifically for veterans with PTSD. That's maybe why he told you that.
Okay, I know what they told me one time, man. When they started it, somebody punched in and just started playing porn. Yeah. So
that was before when Zoom had first started. With me and Mr. Mercer were on there, and somebody just
oh, you were there?
Yeah, he started playing pornos, bro. It was like Yeah, bro, it was crazy. It was kind of funny now, but
Yeah, okay.
I felt bad for Sherman, because he was like,
man,
he's like,
I get him rolling, bro. It cracks
yeah,
me.
he's like, cut it out. I felt bad for him.
It gets me rolling, man. When I start making him laugh. So we'll definitely do that, man. So 6:30 on Tuesday, PTSD
Yeah.
support. It's on Zoom. So anybody
Yeah.
who wants that information, you guys contact me, man, and we'll share it. It's a good group, man. I
Yeah,
like it.
maybe have them contact you and you can share like that. And
Yeah,
there's three of them: Tuesday at 10, 6:30 Tuesday, and then 7 p.m. Thursday.
man, I definitely get a lot of it, man. Even if it's just getting out there and just venting a little bit, man, about
Yeah,
what's going on. Great people, man. Glenn's a good dude too, man. I like
yeah.
that.
That's my supervisor, Glenn.
Yeah, that's a cool dude.
Yeah, very knowledgeable.
Yeah, man,
It's-
about everything, bro. You
yeah,
ask him a random question, and
yeah.
he knows what's going on.
So the reason I said that is because you've been on there and people start talking about politics and it kind of,
Yeah,
I mean, and it's a good way to vent. Sometimes people ain't really mad about nothing; they just want to vent. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah,
Vendors like to vent, bro. And if I can be a ear, cool. But you just got to keep it in check too.
that's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. How are you? You got any closing comments you want to say, brother?
Man, man, so much more to the story, But I
You
tell
definitely got to
people,
come back, then, man. This is we're already an hour in. Does it even
yeah,
feel
I
like
see that, man. I see that, man. It went good, bro. I'm glad I came, bro.
Yeah, you definitely got to come back then, man. We can do a part two, bro.
Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I still got plenty of questions I want
Yeah,
to.
or with your other one, too. With your
I had
ongoing.
all these questions right here that I wanted to ask.
Ah, man.
Nah, I was more interested in your story about
Yeah. So and there's
military, bro.
there's a lot more, but I'll tell people, there's hope, man, and as long as there's life, as long as there's life, there's hope. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's real, man.
So man, if I can get clean and change the way I live, man, a lot of people can. You don't have to do it like me. You don't have to do it like you. But find a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? I tell people you know. You got to find what works for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely,
Um,
man. Definitely. Man, that's what's up. Hey, brother, stay on real quick, okay?
okay.
Charlie Mike